If you're familiar with any business books in the industry, you've probably heard about or read Good to Great by Jim Collins. It's a great book. I would highly encourage you to read it. It's awesome. And I have it bookmarked and a whole bunch of other stuff in there. But Jim wrote another book that didn't do so well. And it's kind of ironic because the title is How the Mighty Fall. And this book wasn't really purchased by a lot of people. And I think there's a lesson in here because Jim himself pointed out he thinks the reason why this book, one of the reasons why this is not successful, because it has the same great research. But the difference is that this talks about good to great. This talks about being even more successful. This one says you might fail. And that's scary to people. Well, if you're a software developer, you need to embrace the fact you're going to fail. In fact, failure is an important part of a learning journey. So when you're thinking about failure, don't think, oh no, I was a failure. Think, what can I learn from this? Because that's the best teacher is when you figure out, yes, this was a failure. This app didn't work. This code didn't work. How do I get better? If you avoid the idea of failure, if you avoid talking about it, thinking about it, focusing on it, and instead you say, let's just talk about the good stuff. Well, what happens is that you never actually grow the way you need to. You need to be honest with yourself. You be honest with who you are as a developer and what you're not good at. Recently in Dev Questions, I talked about evaluating your weak spots. And if you can't do that well, then you won't move forward well. You need to be able to be honest about the fact that none of us are perfect. All of us fail. And what are the failure spots or the failures in my life that I need to improve or change?